Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rate My Regen. Yes, this is kind of a new series that I'm going to bring to the Omega Loot Gaming channel. Of course, a channel we kind of dedicate towards those Wonderkids in the game. We don't really talk a lot about regens or new gens. We call them regens here because it matches with the title, really. The R's of Rate My Regen. It doesn't sound as cool if I say Rate My New Gen. But back on track, not so long ago, I asked you guys on Twitter, on Discord, and even on Reddit to send me your best regens that you have found to feature in a video, and I'm going to take a look at them. I'm going to decipher whether I think they are good, depending on what league they play in, their age, position, everything like that. We're going to take a look, and I'm going to really pinpoint the bad, the good, the ugly, the beautiful of those regens. So if this is the type of thing that you like to see on the channel, please smash that like button. It really does help the YouTube algorithm, of course. Leave comments down below. I want to know what your favourite regen is out of these 10. There will be more in the future because I received so many good ones. I kind of had to do a shorter episode because else it would just go on for so long. And at least then, more of these episodes will be coming your way. More of these episodes you can enjoy. But before that, let's take a look at our first one after I've just plugged the Twitch channel. Twitch.tv/Omega Loot Gaming. Make sure you are there for youth to go. We have some regens of our own. Now, speaking of Twitch, the first one that we are looking at today is Arena. Now, Arena, in real life, is a very beautiful lady. Sweet Left Foot's girlfriend. Of course, you might know Sweet Left Foot. He is my twin. He is found on twitch.tv/Sweet Left Foot. And this is Arena. That's actually the name of his girlfriend, by the way. Arena is a Polish regen that he has picked up. And I must say, I am rather impressed. With Kaiserslautern in the Bundesliga, he even went down to Bundesliga 2 and kept this player. He was relegated, viewers. Now, what we can see is that Arena has fantastic physicals. The acceleration and balance, the agility and pace, obviously standouts. But what I really like about this player is that he is also 6 foot. 6 foot with those physicals. So he actually is quite a powerhouse. Now, the downsides to this player is I seen this player when he was 17 or 18, and I don't see that much progress since. I think he's also dropped down a potential ability. Technical attributes look okay. 14 dribbling, 14 fast touch. Great technique. Mental attributes, they're kind of left to be desired. And the one thing that does worry me about Arena is the personality. Balanced personality. That could mean anything. We know that. Although we can see good determination, it might mean that they have poor ambition, so he will never reach its full potential. It may mean that he has poor professionalism, which means he will not train hard enough to reach his full potential. So there are a couple of downsides to what I think is a fantastic start to Rate My Regen. But from that, we go to kind of a good regen to one of the best regens you will ever see on Football Manager. I think we can all agree that this man, Artur Safarin, who was sent in by Ed Langton on Twitter, thank you very much, Ed. What an unbelievable player. I don't think I've ever seen a player with 20 passing and vision. Not to mention as well, by the way, that to go with that, first touch 19, technique 19, 20 agility too? Like, is there a weakness because he also has 14 finishing? He can't throw in. You can't do a throw in and he can't necessarily jump that much. He's only 5'9", but my word, this is like what Iniesta or Xavi would have been in their prime in Football Manager 2021. He is French, by the way, 27 years of age there, valued at £90 million for Bolton in the year 2038. But, I mean, how amazing does he look? The media description of world-class midfielder, obviously. The traits, though, runs ball through the centre, tries killer balls often, plays 1-2s, and does not dive into tackles. I've got a feeling that Ed Langton knows what he's doing when he's developing players. It looks like he picked him up from Monaco, and my word, what a pickup that was. He just does not have a weakness, in my opinion. I can also see as well, he cost him £100 million. That's definitely worth it because you wouldn't be selling that player for anywhere short of 150. That's for sure. Anywhere short of 150 and you are doing something wrong there, Ed. But what a player you have. Now, the next player that is sent in is from FM Jono on Twitter. He's also on my Discord and during my Twitch stream. So hello, Jono. Thank you very much for sending us in your regen. Now, an 18-year-old. This is the reason why this guy is in it, because to begin with, he does look good, but he doesn't look the world-class like Ed's player we just seen there. But this guy is only 18. We need to remember that. He's at the very beginning of his career. He has 5-star potential. He is only rated at 3.5-star current. But what we do see is the attributes that he does have are actually really good for an 18-year-old striker. 14 finishing, dribbling, 13 first touch, 16 off the ball already, 14 composure, and 15 decision-making, flair, and determination. 17 technique as well. He also has a very good personality of resolute. That is a good one, by the way. I always used to be curious. It is a good one. 17 balance, so when he is running with the ball and being tricky and trying to get through players with that flair, with that technique and that dribbling, 15 agility too, he will stay on his feet. Now, obviously this is very early on in this man's career, the Argentinian. He only has one player trait, runs the ball down the right. I would be trying to train a little bit more. I would probably looking at trying to give him shoots first time with that amazing technique. Place his shots with the good composure and decision making and good technique. So many things to improve on with this player, but what a great start. Now, the next player we have on our hands here, Jason Buguera. Now, this was sent in through Reddit by a man called Ricardo, so thank you very much, Ricardo, if you are watching. Now, the player we can see here is French, just at the age of 20. Now, when you consider that he is only 20 years of age, I think we have a very good player on our hands here. Now, 184 centimeters, I don't think is very small. I think that must be around 6 foot to 6'2". I'm just guessing. Left-footed as well, driven personality, all those good things. Runs the ball through center, places shots, likes to beat offside trap. Ricardo has done his homework. He knows what he's doing, trying to grow this player. Not to mention he's only 3-star out of a 5-star potential. Now, obviously, that can mean anything. What I would like to see is the coach report of this player, just to see whether they mention anything about his consistency, because that is obviously a game breaker for me. Whether they have bad consistency, I will just simply ignore that player. But great determination, fantastic work rate as well of 18, good technique, fantastic finishing, dribbling. This guy's pretty much got it all, and he can play in behind the striker as well, and quite good at it. As a shallow striker, I think he would be amazing. So, Jason Buguera, Ricardo, you've got a great player on your hands here, man. Now, from seeing a couple of strikers, we are now looking at a left-back. Now, this left-back was sent in by Rami Azar, of course, perfect director of football, or the Youth to Gold Patreon member Rami Azar, who sent in quite a few players. We may see a few more of them pop up later on down the line, but look how good he actually is. He's actually playing time is surplus to requirements as well, which says that Rami hasn't actually been playing him. I'd like to know more, Rami, because he only has 3 non-competitive appearances too. But what a player. 22 years old, from Argentina, and look at those physicals. Look at those physicals. We can see great first touch, good long throws, tackling, marking as well. Passing's all right. The mental attributes are fantastic. Gets forward whenever possible, so he's an attacking fullback, and he would be quite useful going forward with 13 crossing, 12 dribbling. There's certainly things he can improve on, but if you are looking at this player as your first team left back, you wouldn't really look. I think you're okay. I think you're okay. He has pretty much got it nailed down, I think, in my opinion. There's a few things I'd like to see a little bit more flair, possibly. A little bit more good, a little bit higher passing and heading. Other than that, Rami, you've got a fantastic left back there. Now, the next player was sent in by my friend Breezy, who is also a Twitch streamer. Now, this player is quite phenomenal. A centre-back for his West Ham save here. We can see worth £50 million, a 20-year-old Brazilian. Now, this just screams libero at me. Screams libero, because he looks insane. Even going forward, he looks decent. 10 finishing, 11 dribbling, great first touch of 17. Definitely a ball-playing defender, like every day. Do not play this as like a a no nonsense centre back or just a central defender, make sure you're making the use out of him, because although he only has 12 passing, the rest of him is fantastic. Perfectionist personality as well. That you don't get much better than that. Is only model citizen, really. He does have some worrying player traits, argues with officials. Kind of don't really want to have that. Does not dive into tackles. That's kind of up to your tactic, really. If you have stays on feet, then that's perfect for your tactic. So that's obviously down to whatever you're using. But other than that, great composure, great anticipation. The rest, concentration decisions could be a little higher, but that's all due in time because he's only 20 years of age. 16 positioning, great work rate. Can't really go wrong. 6 foot, though. 6 foot. Is that a problem for you guys, having a centre-back only at 6 foot? Let me know. Next, we take a look at a player that comes from the Discord from my friend Duggo. Now, this man, to look at straight away, you think he's not a special player. However, look where he's playing and look at his age. He's playing in the Portuguese league. I know Famalicão is quite a team that a lot of players are going for this season because they have good finances. But this man, Torquil Myron, I mean, I know I can see the editor badge has been played up there. I hope this one hasn't been tweaked, but fairly determined personality. Yes, that's okay. That's good. Centre midfielder with already 14 passing and 14 tackling. Great bravery, decent stamina and natural fitness, good balance. 16 years of age. Can't be that bad. Now, the next player on this list comes from Darren, who sent this in on Twitter. Nicolas Marquez. Again, 21 years of age, the Argentinian. Very brave guy. 20 bravery. Jesus Christ. Again, it's a centre-back. A left-footed centre-back as well, so they're quite sought after. Good positioning. Good marking and passing. 18 tackling. 17 heading. Now, he has a jump reach of 14, and he's only roughly about 6 foot to 6'2", 182. Again, I'm not quite sure. I don't really do metric height. I don't really know where that is, where that stands, but there we go. Good anticipation as well. 16 anticipation and good positioning means that majority of the time he's going to be placed in the right place. Physicals are actually really good because every single one is 14 or above, other than natural fitness, which you don't necessarily need for a centre-back, and he already has 16 stamina. So I think we can ignore that and we'll be fine. But this Argentinian, despite only being 21, already looks quite fantastic. And he has some good pros as well. We can see his coach put down the bottom left. And something that I haven't seen is the consistency, but it isn't on the cons. So it's going to be an average consistency. I'm fine with that. But I do see, I think the pro there, one of them there highlights that he's very good in training, which means he has good professionalism as well. Now, the penultimate player on this list is a 19-year-old player called Brima Burn. Now, this is sent in from Sean on Twitter, and Sean's always dotting around a lot of people's Twitch's pages, so you might have seen him before. I've also played Among Us with Sean. Now, this guy, 19 years of age, he's English for his Weldstone save, 2027. Considering he is 19, he looks phenomenal. He started his career at Middlesbrough and was bought for Weldstone for 25 million. And I think that's quite good. Quite a good price because he's a star player here for Weldstone. But look at those physicals. 17 acceleration, agility and pace, 18 balance. So he's so tricky with the ball. He's 6'1" as well though, viewers, and he has 17 heading. So he's also, not to mention he's really good on the ball and really tricky. He's also phenomenal in the air as well. 17 heading. He's 6'1" with decent jump and reach of 12. He's going to be a bit of an attacking threat. 16 bravery as well, so he puts himself about. There are a few things which are low. Now, he does have a position there for an inverted winger. He only has 12 flair, but his natural position is in that cam role. Now, naturally, in that cam role, you would expect to see his highest attribute maybe be passing and maybe be vision. That is 14 for each, which isn't a bad thing whatsoever. I would like to see a little bit higher. Decision makings, composure, anticipation. Again, once this player's developed fully, I would hope to see a little bit higher. Now, one thing I am disappointed with Sean, he's given no player traits yet, Sean. Come on. Give him some player traits, and this player could be banging in a lot of goals or creating so many chances. I can see down there he's played 14 games for him so far, scored 8 goals. Now the last player on this list was sent in by Christopher Hardin on Discord, and this man is quite phenomenal. A world-class goalkeeper, something we don't see very often. And he is insane. A perfectionist personality as well. Only at 21 years of age, playing for Real Madrid, worth £57 million. And he still has some potential to go as well. So we could be seeing an even better player than what we see here. But 18 reflexes, 17 agility. Fantastic. Good positioning, a 13. Maybe that's really the only bad thing right now. 183 height, that's okay, that's fine. But we can also see some really good stuff in the handling, in the kicking, and 19 one-on-ones. This guy's a beast when he comes out for one-on-ones. The player traits of avoids using weaker foot is quite a common one with goalkeepers, and I'm okay with it being that. Of course, perfect scenario is he can kick with both feet. That's not always the case. It looks like as well he has come through the youth ranks at Real Madrid, unless you just can't see what he was. Oh no, 3 clubs. So he was bought from probably a Brazilian team before that, but a world-class goalkeeper, you do not see them very often, and they will not be many as good as Henrique. So there we have it, viewers. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Rate My Regen. Which one was your favourite? I've got to say there's a few there that really caught my eye. That centre-back from Breezy was one of them. That Ed Langton, the first world-class midfielder, is just one of the nuttiest players I've ever seen in my life. But the world-class goalkeeper, you just don't see him very often. It's hard for me to pick. What one was your favourite? Let me know down in the comments. Please like this video if you did enjoy it as well. Let me know that you enjoyed it. All the comments and all the likes really help in the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, because we're going to have so many more of these videos coming forward, as well as, of course, the Wonderkid spotlights, as well, of course, as the Perfect Director of Football Challenge, and some new things as well, which will be revealed very soon. And you might see some recognisable faces pop up on the channel. Let's just leave it at that. So thank you very much for watching and showing your support since I've returned from my YouTube hack, which that was sad, wasn't it? So I appreciate you showing your love and support while I was away, and made me feel like I was really missed. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you on the next one, viewers. Bye bye.